Now name it to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Colin Johnson.
34 yards.
And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Lance now on first down. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Lance now on first down.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Second down and goal. Lance.
Eluding the press, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Trey Lance
punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. Shifts past him at the 4. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes.
Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. From midfield, here's Lance.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks.
And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Philly. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages. You know, what are we going to do to put a man on him?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Johnson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And Lance's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
Throwing again on second down.
Lance.
He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
The Lance going to throw.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devin Hester there to make the grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. To throw on first down is Namath.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the... From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Namath.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the 44,
Namath
completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On 1st and 10 now, Namath.
There's the stiff arm. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter.
This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Name it to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Jannard Avery showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Going up top for Kupp. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big play there for Philly.
The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Trey Lance.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Eagles 17.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
7 yards, the pickup there.
To throw again on second down. Namath escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Namath. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at about the 31. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Yeah, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
On first down, Lance.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Blount. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run again with Blount, and he'll go down at the 28.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, Blunt, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try